a BigHead. Big shout out to Grayson Boss once again for making that intro. I love that intro. That may be that exceeded all the expectations of what I had when I envisioned having like a opening theme song, especially for like our very first theme song that was like custom made by somebody we know. That's one of my favorites.
Well, especially when he performed and then you did this, I was like, oh, this isn't what I expected at all, but it fits so well.
It did. He did such a great job. So thank you once again, oh boy, Grayson Boss. We're back, everybody. Another episode. Hey, BigHead Show. We're at a little elevator music.
Coffee time hour.
Yeah, coffee talk. It's coffee talk with Andrew and BK. Oh, man. What's going on, Brian? How are you, man?
Good. Just got done doing some traveling for work, so happy to be back.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, it's been busy times.
You got a little promotion, a little bump up. You got new responsibilities, new titles. You're just killing it over there, man.
Yeah, unfortunately now having to travel more, but, it's good.
That's good. Hey, listen, what are you going to do? Joyce, as long as Joyce, your wife, is okay with taking care of the little guy and being at home, I'm sure everything's fine.
Yeah, it's worked out. It's worked out so far. And
good.
I get to go. I'm going next month, mid-month, going to go to Indiana to go see the Blink 182 play at an amp show. So
really?
It'll be fun. Yeah.
What's an amp show?
Like an amphitheater.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Nice. I'm sorry I didn't know the lingo.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we'll work on
the
it.
amp show. Yeah, of course, the amp show.
Some of the biz language.
Listen, I know right before we started shooting, you were making fun of me because I was sunburned. And I just want to say, I take offense to that. I burn, Brian. I do. I may have the Italian last name, but I have the Norwegian pale white skin. So here we are.
Do you burn like where you're outside and you don't realize you're burned until you come inside?
Yeah, pretty much. And I usually need to be with someone for them to tell me, hey, you should reapply some sunscreen because you're going to get some skin cancer on you, dude. So, yes, that's what I need. That's what I need in life.
Hey,
but
you also could use...
What's that?
Sleeves. That would help.
Yeah, by the way, I have a bone to pick with you. And let's fill these listeners in on what we've done the past couple weeks. So, we've taken a little hiatus, a few-week hiatus. Last week, we shot an episode, and it was my fault. But I asked you to adjust the camera angle, and I had you do it so it was really up on me, which was fine. But then once I cropped it for social media, the zoom was right in my face. You could see all my pores. It was no bueno. So we had to redo it. So
I was trying to help, get a little bit close-ups, get some of that extra screen time.
I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. So last week, we actually talked about, again, me wearing a sleeveless shirt because I was rocking this new shirt that I got from Circa. And you made a little fun of me. You actually were shitting on my sleeveless cut that I made. And if you don't believe me, let's
did it come with
play the recap.
Sleeves?
No, it came with sleeves. I popped the sleeves off.
Okay.
That's been my thing recently.
And you went with the wide cut, too. You didn't go with the straight sleeve cut.
Yeah,
Get some of that side boob in there.
Yeah, I'm trying something new. Yeah, so I'm sorry. Is this wide cut enough for you, or is this slim cut?
I think that's good. That's a good cut. That's a decent side cut. I mean, you didn't go full muscle tee, but
which is what, like all like
when it's like it's showing some nip, like
okay.
you're showing some nip in there. Yeah.
Well, it's because my nipples are weird. I have one up here and one down here. But thank you for bringing that up, Brian. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. That's something I tried to keep secret, but what are you going to do? So, yes, I went to Laguna this past weekend, got sunburned there, Laguna Beach, California, for those of you that are uncultured and don't know where Laguna Beach is. And it was great. I got a little sun, clearly, but the most exciting thing, and this is what growing up, I said this, and I regret saying this. When I had started a full-time job and I started making full-time money, I always said I will never, ever drive from California to Las Vegas and vice versa. Now that I have actual money, I'm never driving again. I'm always buying a plane ticket. But ever since I got this Tesla and it has the full self-driving, I am all about it. I love driving back and forth.
Do you go full self-driving the whole way?
Whole way.
Don't touch anything?
Don't touch anything.
Wow.
And
even as you go through Barstow and all that? It just goes?
So what it does is, well, first of all, the first time you touch it, let's just say I'm on the 215. On the 215, getting to the 15, and just taking the 15 all the way to California. The first time you have to touch it is when you're going through that immigration checkpoint, or the
because it feels like you're going to crash if you don't.
Exactly, because you got to slow down. You got to go through like what looks like a toll booth.
By the way, has anyone ever been stopped?
No.
In the history of that thing.
In the history of driving,
like they don't even have people in the
California.
booths anymore. At this point, it's like you just call it like, hey, just slow down for a minute. That's all we want you to do.
It's a trust factor thing. Like, just come on, be cool. Don't bring anything weird to California, and you'll be fine.
I still don't. I mean, whatever. Call me knowledgeable. But do people really care about what plants and fruits people are bringing from Nevada into California?
Listen, you're asking a lot of questions I just don't know the answers to. Okay. But yes, I've never been stopped. I've never gone slower. I've never had a full stop there before. When there are people there, they wave you through. But if anybody's ever gotten stopped there, I'd love to hear why.
And what'd they do?
Exactly.
Like, did they just ask you questions? Like, do you have anything that you would like to claim? Like, this is going through immigration? Like, what's happening?
And it's only into California. It's not back into Nevada.
Oh, yeah. No one cares. Apparently only the California fruits are good.
Don't you dare mess with our agriculture here in California. So you touch it, you touch the wheel there. And then again, you put the full self-driving back on, and it'll go as far as you can go until you need a charge, and it'll pull out, it'll get off on the exit, it'll get to the charging station, and then it'll say, okay, now it's time for you to take over. And you back into the spot, you do your thing, and then once you're done, you put the address, or you make sure the address is still in the navigation, and you're off again. And just
how
like
long do you have to stop to charge? Like, when you go, do you stop in Barstow or Baker?
So I left the house with 100% because I have a home charger. And then I think I made it all the way to Barstow, I want to say. Whichever one's further, Barstow or Baker. I don't know which one's. Barstow's Burger or further than yes. I think that's where I made it. And then I left it going for, it tells you how long you need to charge it for in order for you to get to your destination. But I like to go a little bit extra because I drive a little faster, or I like to blast the AC.
And you don't want to have to find a charger as soon as you get there.
Exactly. And come to find out, there are 0 Tesla chargers in Laguna Beach area. So that's another whole scenario. So I wanted to make sure I had enough charge to get to Laguna and also have enough charge to roam around, do what I wanted to do. But yeah, it was fantastic. Now, keep in mind, it did take an extra 45 minutes because you don't just fill up. You got to sit and wait for the car to charge. So you go get something to eat, use the restroom, you can watch TV in the Tesla, do whatever it is that your heart desires. But yeah, highly recommend it. And then coming back, it was great. Pop it in the full self-drive and off we go. I'm surprised you're not a Tesla guy.
Because I would want it to go all the way to LA on one charge. Once they have that amount of capacity, I don't like going to LA is not far enough for me where it makes sense for me to have to stop and waste 45 extra minutes.
Gotcha.
My time's too precious. I don't know if you know, but I got promoted and I have
did you?
A big deal now.
I don't know if you know.
My time is more precious.
Do we need to go back and take a walk down memory lane of why I'm the reason you're so successful?
Here it is.
Not only did I hire you at Lucky Strike, which got you on the path to this corporate gig that you're in. You met your beautiful wife there. You've made some incredible friends there. I'm basically responsible for the latter half of your life. How old are you now? 40?
40, yeah.
And when did you start working at Lucky Strike?
21. We were almost there.
I am responsible for 19 years of the success in Brian Klein's life, and I will gladly brag about that till the day I die. It's like a child. It's like a father watching his child grow into this beautiful, strong young man, even though they were the same age. But what do you...
And then you're like, and I need you to come and work for me again.
Exactly. Now that I've given you all of this, I need you now to work for me and take over the family business.
Yeah. One day, again, when they get a further charge, I'll think about it.
What about driving around town though? Like you have your truck around town. You don't drive. I mean, I'd imagine.
I need a truck, like, because I do all my woodworking and stuff, so I need that.
Do you do woodworking still?
Yes.
What do you do? What's the last thing you built woodworking wise?
Woodworking wise, I made my paint booth in my garage.
That's true, you did.
Made it all Star Wars-y.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You know what else is awesome? Is this puck, this Star Wars hologram puck that you made. phenomenal. I don't know how you do it. In fact, tell me how you do that.
A lot of internet.
A lot of like YouTube videos.
I mean, like I didn't obviously program the LEDs. Like that's just, it's a hologram 3D fan. Like they make those, but I just made it where I could make it part of a thing, and it looked like a hologram puck from Star Wars.
Did you post that on Instagram or in Jawa Junction?
I didn't do that one. That one was kind of like a last minute one. But I actually have a project that I'm working on and recording.
Wow.
To post.
Jawa Junction's back? Is that what we're saying? Are we making?
I actually looked last night, and it's been 108 days since my last video.
That's insane.
Yeah.
108 days. Why did it take so long? Don't give me the excuse you've been busy.
I renovated my whole garage. I renovated my whole workspace.
Did Joyce make you renovate it?
She did. She was like, if you're going to actually do this and put it on like a platform where people can see it, please don't make it look like garbage. So I had to clean, paint, organize, did the epoxy floor in the garage, did new lights.
All by yourself?
Everything. All by myself.
But no, great job. It looks fucking awesome. But getting back to Tesla, I do want to state that while I am a Tesla fanboy, for sure, I am absolutely not an Elon Musk fan. I just want to make that clear. I don't want people to look at me one way and it's like, oh, he's a Tesla fanboy. He's a Elon worshiper. No. When it comes to Elon, to me, it feels like he could have been like the real life Tony Stark. He had all this software that he created, all these cool gadgets that he has. He's changed the automobile industry when it comes to the Tesla brand. He's into SpaceX now. He started that. He could have been like the coolest freaking guy that you've ever admired. And then he
wasn't so weird.
And then he opened his mouth and started talking and got a little too comfortable. And now he just starts rambling with everything. What's that quote from that Two-Face says in The Dark Knight? Harvey Dent. He says, "You either live long enough to you either die the hero or you live long enough to become the villain." Like obviously, I don't want him to die, but he definitely overstayed his welcome and got a little too comfortable and shared more than he should have. And obviously. Now,
you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Thank you, Harvey Dent, aka Brian Klein. That was great. Yes, that's Elon Musk right there. And I don't know if you saw, but there's this video going on maybe like last week. Let me see if I can find it here. A guy was driving his Cybertruck, and it broke down on the middle of the freeway. All right, so this is this guy.
Nigga, I'm in the middle of traffic, bro. Would you look at this shit, bro? Look, I can't. Everything is locked. Cybertruck deactivated. Look at this shit, bro.
He's in the middle of the freeway. He says,
all on the side of me, bro. What the fuck? Bro, I gotta call a Tesla, bro. What the fuck? Bro.
First of all, look at the trash in there. That's disrespectful to any Tesla car. How could you? How dare you, sir? And then what does the screen say? Let's go back to that screen real quick. Where is it? There you go. Tesla Cybertruck deactivated. Please return to the Tesla dealership. This is bullshit. Like, this is a video that he more than likely had to stop the car. He probably opened up a YouTube video that has this and then claimed that that's what happens.
That's the problem. I don't trust
anything.
Literally anything on the internet anymore.
You can't trust the thing.
You're literally like, it'll be like something on Facebook where it's like, this person died. And I'm like, let me triple check. I don't know.
It's the world we live in now with AI, with fake news everywhere. Like, who knows what to believe? And I don't know if it's always been the case where like we've just always believed the news like 10 years ago or whatever, but it's prevalent now. It's everywhere that you have to second guess and do your research on everything.
Have you seen that? Did you see that thing with Airbnb?
No, what?
Somebody, after they left, someone took a picture and AI damage to the property and sent it to Airbnb to get money from it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Airbnb AI damage. Let's see what comes up. Airbnb guess. Say images were altered.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're saying that this
is
AI. That's fake. Wow. What else is there? Is there anything else? Or just
that was just the one that came up, that people are now using AI to basically just lie and get free money.
Yeah, look at it. Look, you can see right here the differences between the two. It's one you can see where the line is in that white lighter line, and the other one's a little bit higher. That's fucking awful. I hate the world right now. This is just, God. This sucks, man.
Yeah.
This really does suck. Ugh, AI. It's taking over our lives, and it's changing how we look at literally everything online. I hate it. Well, either way, Tesla, they went on X and posted, "This is fake. That's not our screen. Tesla does not disable vehicles remotely." Fun fact, actually, while I was doing a little research on this, Tesla can actually remotely disable cars in certain circumstances. And I'll tell you what they do. Technically, it's possible, but almost never used for regular owners. It's mainly if the car has been stolen or it's being driven illegally, then they can remotely deactivate it, which is mind-blowing.
So note to self, no bank robberies or anything like that.
Not in my Tesla. We're doing it in your truck. That's exactly what we're doing. And then Tesla can turn off software like full self-drive or premium connectivity if obtained illegally, which also is crazy. Like if you were to... What is it called when you, like with the Android phones we used to do?
Oh, jailbreak them?
Jailbreak them. Yeah, if you wanted to jailbreak the Tesla, which I'm sure it's software. You can jailbreak a Tesla. If they find out that you jailbroke it and you turned on full self-drive or the internet on it, they could deactivate that.
See, that's what's crazy, though, is like, I remember when I jailbroke my Android years and years ago, and I was so stressed because I was like, if I turn this thing into a brick, I can't get a warranty back on it. Yeah. You're going to do that with a, $50,000 plus.
$50,000 minimum, car. That's ridiculous. But, you give people software and they'll do whatever they can to push it to the limits. My grandfather, who just recently passed away, used to send me all sorts of Tesla. He hated Tesla. And the fact that I loved it so much, he would send me everything negative that happened about Tesla, just in case I didn't see it. Like, if there was a car accident when the driver was on full self-drive, he would send me an article on that, which turns out a majority of those accidents are user error because they're either not paying attention or they're not on full self-drive. But the amount of crashes and accidents that happen during the full self-drive are so much less than what you normally see out and about.
It's becoming a thing now. We have the Zoom whatever cars here in Vegas.
Yes.
In LA, they have the Waymos. And Waymos, like the ones here in Vegas, somebody's in those cars, like just in case something goes wrong.
The ones here in Vegas?
Yeah, in those cars? But the Waymo ones, no one's in there.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, those Zoom cars, is it Zoom or Zoox or whatever it is?
Zoom, Zoox, yeah. like Z
starts with a Z. Z-O-O something.
X or what, I don't know, yeah.
They're everywhere. Those bastards are everywhere. And they
oh, yeah, my son's like, ugh, another one of those cars. I don't like those cars. I'm like, why? He's like, they're everywhere. I'm like, okay, but you love Teslas, and those are everywhere.
How old is he, 5?
He's 5.
Oh, God. You're already starting young, complaining. Ugh. That's so funny.
I am surprised, though, when it really goes to Tesla, like, there hasn't been anyone that's been able to hack them enough to, like steal them. Because, like, they're so digital. And there was, what was it, like, Nissan and Saturn, or Kia, is Saturn even a thing anymore? Maybe it was Kia's, had this thing where, like, you could go online, buy, like, a USB thing, and just plug it into the car, and it would, like, start the car, and you could drive it away.
Really?
It happened to Chris Victoria. And he,
really?
like, twice. And he was like, I need to get a different car.
What car did he have?
It was a Nissan.
Oh, my God, dude. That's wild.
Yeah, so like anybody could just like download the software, get a thing, plug it into the car, and just drive off with it.
It's true story. My dad, honest guy, he would never intentionally steal anything, but he was on a train on the East Coast, and he was sitting in his seat, and he saw in the seat back there's a MacBook laptop. So he got out and gave it to the engineer, or gave it to the guy that was walking up and down the aisle collecting tickets. And he didn't want it. The conductor was like, no, we can't take it. You'll just leave it in there. And so my dad opened it up, and it was out of charge, but he took it home hoping that when it charges, it will turn on like the lost mode, and you can figure out who it owns, who it's
That's just
belongs to.
already the worst idea ever. Because the cops come up and you're like, no, I swear I was going to give it back.
So anyways, long story short, nothing came up. It was just locked. Like it just had the screen on there. So after like 2 months, my dad was like, well, nobody's going to claim it. And obviously I can't do anything with it. So do you want it? And I was like, sure. So I went on eBay and I found someone that could hack into the MacBook. It was like $100. So I paid him, and we did a FaceTime call or like a Skype call, where I connected it to a PC, and he logged into the PC, and he was able to unlock the MacBook, which was crazy. And all he did was reset it like 10 times, and he was doing something in between. I don't know what he did. He probably hacked my PC too.
That's what I was going to say. I'm like, as he was stealing all your credit card information, you are way too trusting.
Listen, I was excited. I was like, oh, there's a whole new MacBook. This is pretty cool. But yeah, it turns out my entire identity stolen, and my social security is now on the dark web. But I got a free MacBook out of it, so it worked out.
That was happened to my mom. She was like, did you know you can go to like the tractor store and they'll give you like a free, like I forgot what it was, like a wagon? And I was like, what do you have to do? She's like, I just got to fill out this information. I was like, please do not do that. And what do you need a wagon for? Like,
just, I love where does your mom live? Does she live up in Ridgecrest?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
She's that person. All those things where you see of like little old ladies that get like tricked into like going to the store and like buying gift cards and then giving. She's that. She's gullible like that.
Oh, those people, they have such sweet hearts, and they're just so trustworthy. And of course, people are going to be out there to take advantage of that. Side note, my stepsister just told me this, and it totally ruined the Airbnb logo. Does this look like balls to you? Like a ball sack?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. She ruined that for me. So now I can never look at the Airbnb logo and not look at balls. So anybody watching this.
That or also like a skeletal nose.
Skeletal
like
nose.
a nasal cavity.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Yeah. I still see balls over the nose, but yeah, I get that.
We know where your mind is.
How dare you, first of all. I'll tell you what else is hard to believe these days. Fake Justin Bieber. Apparently,
oh my God.
Apparently, you can dress up and slightly have some sort of resemblance to Justin Bieber.
I thought I was like, it has to be a joke. The guy doesn't look anything like
he looks nothing like him. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Like, is this staged where somebody benefits from this?
The club did, because you guarantee people were buying extra bottles and hanging out longer because Justin Bieber was there.
Yeah.
So,
do you think it's excess at the Wynn? Do you think excess planned that, or do you think?
I don't know. If they did,
yeah,
so smart,
brilliant,
so smart.
Kudos to you. I mean, everybody else that's involved looks like a dumbass. Griffin, was it Griffin, the DJ? Do you know Griffin?
Mm-mm.
No, I figured you'd like that kind of music. It's not your thing.
No,
used to be, didn't it?
Like a
while ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah. So. This guy named, what's his name? Dylan Disclose has been banned for life from the Wynn because he not only ran up a $10,000 bar tab after he tricked the staff at the Las Vegas nightclub Excess into believing he was a Canadian pop star. He even got up on stage for an impromptu performance.
Do you have a picture of him? Throw the picture up so I can.
Let's see what this guy looks like. Dylan, I got him on my recent here. Let's see. All right, so this, I mean, that's an older one because he has his head shaved now. Let's keep going. Where would be a good shot of this guy? No. I mean, right here. No,
there you go.
No way.
Yeah.
There's no way. Are you kidding me? This guy got up on stage, fooled all sorts of people into saying he's Justin Bieber. Oh my God.
Listen,
unbelievable.
On another note, that guy has never been searched more.
Oh, for sure.
Than right now.
For sure. This guy he's the most popular he's ever going to be.
Yeah.
For being a half-assed Justin Bieber impersonator.
You know what's the worst part? People will probably now pay him to actually show up.
Oh, for sure.
Because of the fame of it.
I bet you he has a cameo coming on.
Oh,
he's going to create a cameo account. For sure. I wonder if we can get this guy on. I want to talk to him.
Is he Vegas local or is he just visiting?
I don't know. That's a good question. Let's see. Where does this guy live? Does he have Instagram? I don't know. I looked at that. That's not him. I don't know.
Anyway, you have another guest you're planning on coming in.
What?
You have another guest you're researching to try and come in, right?
Are you talking about the Elvis impersonator? The King, baby. I do. The King. He goes by the name of. I don't even know what he goes by the name of. He goes by
wheelchair
Elvis.
Yeah.
Drunk Elvis. Scooter Elvis. Let me see if I can pull up a photo of this guy. Chances are, if you've lived in Vegas long enough, you've seen this guy. Wheelchair Elvis. And if you haven't, let me tell you.
Beware.
Be fully aware that this guy will probably sexually harass you, probably verbally assault you, call you names. I've known about this guy for maybe 2 years now. And as soon as I learned about him, I was like, this guy's going to be perfect. I need to have him on the show. He is unequivocally the greatest impersonator here in Las Vegas that doesn't actually perform on stage. And everybody knows him because he's just takes his scooter and just goes up and down the strip, sometimes off the strip too. But he's usually shouting, definitely reeks of alcohol, definitely is living his best life. But what do you think this guy does? Where all he does is just drive around drinking big gulps and yelling at people.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's not like a normal job guy. That's not like a guy that's like, all right, guys, see you tomorrow. I'm going to go head out to the strip for a bit real quick.
So the reason we're bringing this up is because on the Las Vegas subreddit, somebody posted about him. Somewhere past a Park MGM and Brooklyn Bridge, being a tourist, I wasn't 100% sure. Basically what happened is he smacked her on the ass and made an audible whip noise.
He didn't say the first. First, he licked his hand.
He licked his hand.
And then...
We have a video of that, too. Somebody else also posted a video of him doing exactly that. Well, that's another photo of him. Let's see if we can find it real quick. There it is.
Oh, licking a smack.
I love him. I love you.
Oh, not for long. Did you just say ew right there?
That is an incredible one. And then this one, I think this is the first one I saw. This one is just legendary, where an attractive girl sees him on Fremont, and he says, I'm going to guess your weight. And she goes, you're going to guess my weight?
You're going to guess my weight?
Sit on my face, I'll guess your weight.
Oh, God. No.
Sit on my face, I'm going to guess your weight. Hello, what's going on there? But yeah, what are the chances? Like this guy, he's just so crude and so rude. I thought he'd be perfect. So I ran into him on the street. I was driving on the strip, and I saw him because he doesn't have social media. Nobody really knows his name. They just know they've seen him. He's like a local celebrity around town, like an infamous celebrity. And so I was driving on the strip and I saw him. And the closest place I could park was like the Aria Valet. So I quickly turned into Aria, went to Valet. I've never said keep it running, but I did. I said keep it running, ran out.
They're like, sir.
So it's a Tesla, first of all. Anyways, I ran down, chased him down. He was pretty fast being in a scooter, but he had some legs to him. And talked to him, and within a couple seconds, he cursed me and drove off. He didn't want anything to do with me.
See, I feel like that guy, like his way of making money, which is probably just by not spending money, guarantee people buy him drinks constantly.
For sure.
That was probably should have been your in. Let me buy you a drink.
I should have bought him a drink
and
first.
then you would have been good.
It's like dating. Like you buy the girl a drink first.
Yeah.
And
he wanted you to,
he wanted a
little
little
chivalry
foreplay.
is needed.
He wanted a little foreplay. Old Elvis wanted to do a little foreplay. Yeah, so if you're out there, Scooter Elvis, and you happen to be listening to the Hey BigHead show, we want you.
Come on by.
Just stop molesting people.
The lease runs out on this date. We'll get you in the day before.
We got a warehouse door we can fit your scooter in. I don't know if you'd be able to fit through the front door, but we'll see. Speaking of impersonators, though, we got fake Justin Bieber. We got fake Elvis. Who's the best fake impersonator that you know?
That I know?
Yeah.
Oh, is it who we know?
It's who we... It's who
we know.
It is,
but he doesn't do it anymore.
He doesn't do it anymore. But when he did do it,
it was the best.
It was legendary. Our friend from Lucky Strike Lanes, again, going back to Lucky Strike, everything circles back to Lucky Strike Lanes. Going back to Lucky Strike, we had a friend and a coworker named Ryan Fraley, who was the pinnacle impersonator when it comes to looking like Brad Pitt. During this time, if you typed in Brad Pitt impersonator,
It was
all
him,
of these,
always,
it was just all him. And what blows my...
I mean, it really still... Oh, you put Ryan.
I put Ryan Fraley here. He would go to these parties and make money with a fake Angelina Jolie impersonator, and they would just act like they were together. This is back
First of
when
all,
they were together.
Just to go real quick, show the before and after.
Before.
I mean, that's
This
impressive
right here.
as well.
It's blows my mind. So, a little backstory on old boy Ryan. Growing up, he was a heavy kid. He was a overweight kid, got made fun of a lot, and then sometime in his early 20s, late teens, early 20s, he just started working out and eating healthy like you read about. And he turned into this chiseled god that you see here. Look at this guy. He's got abs for days. Have you ever had abs like that?
I mean, we all have them. They're just not visible.
Have you? If Joyce is looking at you naked, do your abs look like
No.
that? Okay.
No.
Yeah, he was just...
I heard, wasn't it? Didn't he say at one point that he was gonna be in a movie with Brad Pitt, but Brad Pitt was like, no, because he looked too young or like too good.
So, as everybody is in the LA area, you're an aspiring actor, except you and I, maybe.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I had a chance at one point.
you did. We'll get to that in a second. So, Ryan, I almost called him
Wait,
Brad.
you don't have that video, do you?
I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. It's to be determined. Ryan looked so much like Brad Pitt that he would get turned down for certain roles, even if they weren't Brad Pitt. Like I remember there was a Toyota commercial that was going to be nationwide that he got the job for, or got the part for, and then legal ended up saying, no, he can't do it because he looks too much like Brad Pitt and we don't want to get sued. And so that was shut down. He was in, there was a...
It was a spoof movie.
Of 300, the movie 300 called Meet the Spartans.
Yep.
Him and I think it was
The
her.
Angelina Jolie lookalike girl, yeah.
Yeah. They were...
That was such a horrible scene.
It was so bad. And then he had one line, it was just, yep. I wonder if we could probably find, no, we can't play that. We'll get copyright, but God, if you can. And it's in the first like intro of the movie. Watch Meet the Spartans. Look for a fake Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, and you'll be blown away. I think they were going to adopt the Spartan when he was a little orphan baby. I think that's what it was.
Yeah. No, that's
not what it was?
It was, remember in the 300 movie, they were saying they were casting the kids out that like didn't fit, and they were like throwing them off a cliff. They were doing that, but they were handing them to the two of them, and they were just taking all the kids. That's what the scene was.
That's fucking hilarious. But yeah, old boy Ryan. He's a good dude. He got picked up by there's a National Enquirer or something, or the Daily Mail or something like that, did a cover story on him. Like he was riding high for a while. And then, as all things turn out,
You grow up.
You grow up, real life kicks in, you got bills to pay, and sometimes you're not getting the roles. You know what was funny though is he would not only get Brad Pitt jobs, but he would also get Colin Farrell jobs,
I could see that.
which is
A little
interesting
bit,
because
yeah.
I don't think Colin Farrell and Brad Pitt look alike, but I could see Ryan being like in the middle
he's
of
a
that.
mix between the two, yeah.
And what's funny is the Angelina Jolie lookalike, I think Tatiana, that was her name. She would get Angelina. Do you know what other actress she would impersonate? Take a guess.
I don't know.
J-Lo. Which,
No, I don't see that at all.
what about her?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think she got more Angelina Jolie than
Yeah.
J-Lo, but yeah, he was riding high for a while.
I feel like, because they probably always did things together, like for Brad and Angelina. I feel like you put them together, and she then looks more like Angelina. Versus if she was on her own, I don't think anyone would think that.
We actually, so Ryan's a good guy. Ryan, we working at Lucky Strike, we had a lot of colleagues, a lot of coworkers wanting to be actors, wanting to be directors and writers. So we would, every now and then we would be like extras or backgrounds in some of their homemade movies that they would make. And our boy Brian was in a video called Living with Joe. What was it was Joe
It was
Meet Joe
it was
Black?
like Meet Joe Black, yeah.
All right, let's see. Is this probably, and the quality is going to be shit because
it was like a handy cam.
this is a handy cam back in 2000,
I'm really
what,
glad you guys decided to
4,
come back
5,
to the
6?
Oh yeah.
We just got
This was Del Pano's.
Also actor.
Also actor, Garrett,
actor.
also actor. I don't know who these two girls are, but essentially the premise of this is Del, Garrett, and were you a roommate too?
I was like the pothead guy on the couch.
Yeah. So all these guys lived together in this house, and their other roommate was Joe Black from Meet Joe Black, aka Brad Pitt, aka Ryan Fraley. And so they brought Garrett and Del brought these two girls over, and let's fast forward to, first of all,
Which, by the way, this was my house also that we.
Oh, this is your house?
This is my house that we were filming in.
where are you, by the way?
I was on the couch.
Are you the beginning of this?
But,
Okay, come on, we're gonna.
Where is he?
Let's go back to this. I was like, what?
So here we go. Funny thing about this.
Look at that.
The whole character of me was supposed to be just a stoned guy on the couch. I think I had like one thing that I said in the whole time. And Jeff came over and was like,
Jeff, yeah.
you want to get into character? And I was like, oh. So we ended up getting high. So I was like, and I never do drugs. Yeah. So, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah. I got so high that I think like Point Break was on TV, and I was just so in the zone. I had no idea what was happening around me.
You didn't even know the cameras are rolling.
Yeah,
you were just living your best life.
Yeah, I was really into character.
Oh god, that's an up close personal angle of Del. I don't know if I ever want to see that. Of course, there's Ryan in his Meet Joe Black costume. That's the best wig you guys.
I was not. I was just like extra.
What a classic! Oh, that was the other roommate. I forgot her name too, but she was.
That was what's her name? Caitlin.
Caitlin,
and then that's Lisa's sister.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, and then essentially what happens is Brad Pitt comes in and steals the girls.
Come on, Joe. We already bought them dinner. You can't do this to
And it's like the whole peanut butter thing was super weird. Like I don't.
It's just it's a weird thing. Listen, we've all done some weird shit. I actually did a video too. I can't find it, but there's a video that we did also with these guys where they were like aristocrats or like high class, proper gentlemen who come into this restaurant and it's just below their use of, or they're below of what they're used to.
I'm just surprised that Del has 64 subscribers.
Good for Del. 66 now.
66. Look at that.
This is 14 years ago. So what? 2011. Jeez. Yeah. Good times. But yeah, that.
I just don't know. Like, and now, like, thinking back on it now, I don't know what the goal was here. Like, was it like, this is it, guys?
This is the one.
We're gonna get famous off of this.
I feel
like this hurt their career. This hurt everyone's career.
Even yours. This is why you didn't get into acting?
I left Lucky Strike because of this. I did actually, and I think I told Del this at one point, and he was like super upset. They filmed a movie in Ridgecrest called Just Add Water, which was a Danny DeVito film.
Nice.
It had one of the doctors from Nip Tuck, not the Julian guy that just passed away, but the other guy. He was in it. Jonah Hill was in it. Justin Long was in it. And they were doing casting calls in my hometown for it. And a buddy of mine who was also an actor was like, hey, I need people to come. I need people to come and just to fill. So I went and I read, and like it was more just like whatever. Mm-hmm. I moved to Orange County after I did that. They called me and were like, hey, we have a role for you, and it's a speaking role.
They called you?
Yeah, they called me. And we're like, we have a role for you. We have a speaking role. Would you be able to come in tomorrow to start working on lines? And I was like, I just moved to Orange County. I just started a job at Lucky Strike. Great. And I was like, I can't do it. And then I watched the movie later, and out of there's no way I was getting any of the main character people that had real actors in it. But there was another nobody actor who was he was the bad guy in the movie.
Okay.
And he was the only other person that had speaking lines. And I was like, would that have been me?
That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, you could have been.
That's my actor story.
That's a great actor story. You could have been something.
Yeah.
So Am I the one responsible for
me
you
not being an
not
actor?
getting
Yep,
an actor? I'm
exactly.
sorry.
Yeah, so
I'm
there
sorry
we go.
for the alternate timeline of Brian. Of could have been the actor. He could have been an Oscar winner.
I don't know about that, but
You never
could have
know.
opened some doors.
It could have opened some doors. I actually have a little acting story myself. So when I was also around this time, I got a lot of Justin Timberlake lookalike type things. Like I would even, let me move this over. I would send like this photo of a picture of Justin Timberlake in the movie in time to like my mom. And my mom would think that it was me, and she'd be like, "Why is your face so dirty? Like, what happened? Are you okay?" But like the side profile that looked like me at the time, at least. And then there's another one. Here's a picture of Ryan looking like Brad Pitt. The side to side comparison. That's spot on. That's Brad Pitt right there. But there's this. So I never felt comfortable doing like any impersonations for Justin Timberlake. I couldn't dance. I still can't dance. Definitely can't sing. But if I would just stand there and maybe like be in the background, I could absolutely play Justin Timberlake and get paid for just standing there, minding my own business. And that's exactly what happened. Ryan hooked me up with his manager, or his agent, who was a lookalike guy. And he specialized in hiring people that had impressions or were impersonators. And essentially what happened was he hired me to be a background guy for Justin Timberlake in a movie called Valentine's Day. And Valentine's Day was...
I remember that movie.
Yeah, it had a lot of big people.
That was one of those movies where it was like a bunch of name cast just have really small roles in it.
That's exactly what happened. And I'm trying to find...
Wait, you actually did it?
Yeah, absolutely I did it.
I didn't know that.
Yes, I'm blowing your mind. All right, so I'm looking for this picture that I took. And also, here's another Ryan. This is the article that Ryan had. From fat
I
to
remember
almost
that one, yeah.
famous, yeah. Almost famous. Almost famous.
It's like, I don't know if that's a good article or not.
Listen, at that point when you're an aspiring actor, you'll take anything you can get.
It's almost famous.
I know, but yeah, I wonder if Brad Pitt knew about him. I'm sure he had to have, right?
I'm sure he did.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'm sure so many people were like, "Have you seen this guy before?"
Right. It was funny. Here's another story with Zach Galifianakis. He had that show Between Two Ferns, and he had Jennifer Aniston on. And he said in an interview afterwards that he was going to have Ryan come on as Brad Pitt. And then I think Jennifer's people like shut
We're
that
like,
down.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that would have been hilarious. But anyway, so Ryan hooked me up with his agent who got me a part in this movie called Valentine's Day. And I don't know if you reckon, let me set the mood actually. It's gonna be like this. So basically what happens is Topher Grace is walking through this building that has all these celebrities he's walking past. Fake Jack Nicholson, fake Megan Fox, fake Brad Pitt, fake Justin Timberlake, aka myself.
But they're supposed to be the real.
They're supposed to be the real ones. And I don't know if you can see, but if you zoom in right there in the fedora, right underneath his ear.
I don't know if this.
That's me.
I don't know if this counts.
Look at
I
me.
was so much more.
Are you
excited.
telling me that that's not me? Look at me.
I was.
If I hold my hand up, that's not me. That's me. Yeah, that was my.
They got that strong background blur. It's hard to tell.
It's got me written all over it. This guy looks
Listen, you
like,
tagged yourself.
I did
so-
tag myself. Obviously, I have to. This guy looks like Nick Lachey over here. But yeah, the Jack Nicholson guy was spot on. He was so good. He stayed in character the entire 12-hour day. We did maybe like 4 hours of hanging out and wardrobe and makeup and then just hanging out in this tent. And then during this scene, he's there and he just kind of gives Topher Grace a little bit of a wink and a nod. But yeah, they cut all that part out.
Did you get yourself any residuals off of this or anything?
I think I made $2,000, but I didn't get a SAG card or anything like that. Nothing.
I think there's like certain requirements for you to.
I think you have to
qualify for that.
speak. You have to
Yeah.
say something.
Yeah.
And yeah, I didn't say anything. I was
So
just.
then you could have gotten every Valentine's Day when this shit hits on whatever station.
I know. At the 111 mark, I think that's what it says. You can find me right there in the background. That's my 15 minutes of fame right there. The good old days. But yeah, that was me as a.
Listen, you jumped when you put it out there. You shot your
did.
shot.
I did. It wasn't for me. It's the whole Hollywood game. It's too political. I really just...
It was your decision.
It was my
It was
decision.
your decision to step away.
They asked me to come back. I said,
Yeah.
sorry, guys. Let's not worry about that. The good old days. What could have been? You and I could have been big actors.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever act though.
No. I don't even like doing influence, like influencer type videos.
Yeah.
Like I feel uncomfortable making videos about a restaurant that you just went to, or showing off the food, or doing all that. Like, good for those influencers. You're making money. You're helping businesses grow. You're building your own brand. Good for you. But I can't do it, man.
Yeah. When I watch movies and people are doing things that like, because I always think about like the acting and the filming process, and when people do things like that are really weird, I'm always like, how awkward was that filming that? With just people, like the scene that me and my friend used to always talk about, like, remember Spider-Man, the first one, Tobey Maguire one?
Of course.
When, as soon as William Dafoe becomes the Green Goblin, he like jumps out of the case and he like opens his arm and does this weird like scream growl thing. Yes. And me and my buddy were always like, yeah, how, like, filming that, how awkward. Like, you think people like in the back were just like, yeah, man, nailed it.
That's
or was
the one.
it was just like so I couldn't even imagine me doing that,
right,
and then watching it again later. Ugh. I couldn't do it.
It's tough. It's tough. That's where the movie magic happens. But yeah, like at the time when you're watching it, I guess you don't really think about it. But when you look back on it, it's like, oh, that could have been really awkward to do.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
100%.
That's so funny. Oh, what could have been. But anyway, so I want to talk about something else that's going on here in Vegas, and we're going to do a new series, new segment every episode, or maybe every other episode, called "This Is Some Bullshit."
This is some bullshit.
Where basically we would just go around, find some good news topics going on around town, and talk about them. And in this case, we're talking about the Golden Gate Casino, which is down on Fremont Street. According to the Review Journal, the Golden Gate Casino down on Fremont Street will eliminate traditional table games and replace them with high-energy slot and electronic table game machines, meaning they're getting rid of all of their live dealers, which baffles me. It blows my mind that you're getting rid of the reason people come to Vegas. Like, people come to Vegas not just for the gambling, but they come for the experience.
Yeah, you're getting rid of the soul.
You're getting rid of the soul of Las Vegas, which is the people behind the tables dealing to you. I mean, what's the difference between sitting at home on your computer playing blackjack online, and now you go all the way to Vegas? Why would you go all the way to Vegas just to go to Fremont, just to go to Golden Gate, rent a room, pay for parking, pay for food, just to play the same games you could probably play at your house alone?
You know, the problem is that our generation and generations older than us see this as a problem. New generations are probably like, I prefer that because I don't like social interaction.
I don't like talking to people.
Yeah, exactly.
In person. That's just, I weep for the future. I believe that's what Ferris Bueller's said. That's scene of Ferris Bueller. But that's exactly what it is. Like, people aren't comfortable talking to people face to face. That goes for not just gambling, but like in sales. Mm-hmm. If you don't have that in-person interaction, confidence, or that skill, like I watched a podcast today on Las Vegas Phil. Las Vegas Phil, who is a well-known influencer, not only around town, but just nationwide, really good guy. And he was talking about how so many people just send off cold DMs to these restaurants, hoping to, get in front of them or to have them come in and do a video and get paid by them. But like, there's no...
Real quick, when you said you were watching a podcast, was it this podcast when he was on?
Las Vegas Phil wasn't on.
Oh, no, who was on?
You're talking about Pauly C?
Pauly C, that's
Vegas
who was
Pauly
on.
C.
I thought you were trying to subtly...
segue into that?
Yeah.
No, I haven't had the chance of having Las Vegas Phil on yet, but he's got a great podcast where he talks about that. And he was talking about how he runs a lot of these restaurant social media profiles, and he gets to see all of these DMs that other up-and-coming influencers or wannabe influencers will send him. And it's just, just bullshit, copy and paste message that they send, and there's no interaction. There's nothing to help them stand out from anyone else that's doing the same exact thing, sliding in this restaurant's DMs. And it's just, you can see that the way it's going, it's all about the in-person communication, and it sucks. But if you're younger than us and you have that in-person skill, or you want to improve your sales skills, I assure you, working on in-person communication is going to help you stand out for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the reason I'm doing this show, is because I feel like I'm pretty good at conversing with people in person. But
I just feel like people aren't focusing on that anymore. It's funny, though. We were looking at, because my son's 5 and he's going into kindergarten, and currently he's in private school, and we were looking at some other options. And the Legacy School, which is by our house, which is a traditional school,
sure,
we were trying to get some information about it, and somebody that we know that went there had made mention that one of the benefits of the school is they have, it's either daily or like once a week or something that they have in the program where kids have to speak in front of the class. And
Good.
It's a consistent thing that they do very normally to focus on building those skills that are becoming lost over time.
That's so important.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you got more confident and comfortable speaking to people when you became a restaurant manager, or did you have that beforehand?
I think it came more over time. Like, it's funny. I always have to get into, because I actually was just at a conference for my work where I actually had to speak in front of 100 people for like 45 minutes.
Nice.
And I was super stressed out about it. And everyone told me it went really well. In my mind, I didn't think it went well. But I think I'm better like conversationally speaking than like presentation speaking. Like, I think I can communicate back and forth with people pretty comfortably. But when I just have to like sit and present, that's when I feel weird about it.
What do you feel weird about? Is it because you're not prepared, or do you feel like what you're saying, just people like you have?
I
imposter
think
syndrome?
I like the breaks to be able to think. And so when other people are talking to me, I'm able to think about it, absorb it, think about what I'm going to say in a response, versus when I'm presenting, it's just nonstop me and I don't have a break.
Yeah.
So that's when I get all flustered. I speak too fast. All the things.
Did you have a Q&A session of part of your presentation, or you just did a presentation?
I did that on another day of it as well.
How was that?
That wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
That wasn't as bad.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you have the confidence. And another benefit of working in the service industry is you're always talking to people, unless you're in the back of the house, which even still, you're still talking a lot to your colleagues and your coworkers and the people that are in the front of the house that come back to the kitchen or something. But if you're in the front of the house especially, you're always talking to someone.
That's the problem. I mean, I say, obviously it was a generational thing, but COVID's fucked this up for everybody. This literally, I mean, the work from home mentality. Now we try to bring people back from home, and they're like, this is really uncomfortable. And I'm like, well, it's uncomfortable because you have to be around people.
Right.
Like, it's a weird world.
It is. It's pretty shitty.
Like, I don't have to work in my office. I can work from home every day if I wanted to. I still go into the office every day.
Do you require your employees to come into the office if they?
Yes.
You do. So there's no more working from home anymore. No hybrid or anything like that.
Nope. People can ask, like, hey, I have this going on. Is it okay if I work from home today?
Yeah.
But no consistent basis.
Good. Honestly, that's the way it should be. Call me old school. Call me old school. That's fine. I think getting people into an office is so important for work efficiency, unfortunately, because you just can't trust that people at home aren't going to have any distractions. I know this because I do it myself.
Oh, I'm
For
like,
sure.
I'd be in my garage and like just look at my phone whenever an email comes up. Like, the office work keeps me better productive.
Yes, I agree. And just being around people too, it kind of helps you get out of that funk. I feel like when I work from home too many days, I get in a funk. Or if I'm talking to my team and that's all through, just video chat as opposed to in person, the messaging doesn't really have the same effectiveness or impact as you would when you're sitting face to face and talking about, what you're working on, what your accomplishments are, what your goals are, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, call me old school, Brian. I'm fine.
It's just real.
It's
just how it should be.
That's just the way it should be. Well, we're about to start wrapping up. I do want to talk about one last thing is And I don't know if you can relate to this because you don't really like sports, which is so frustrating to me. You and I could talk about, we have so many things similar in common. We have similar interests in Star Wars and Marvel and, building and technology and even working out, which, have you been working out, by the way?
I worked out this morning.
You did? 6 a.m.?
I did, 6 a.m.
Nicely done. I love that. Let's give a little applause for that.
Look at that.
Did you go to
Straight Flush, yeah.
Straight Flush? Nice.
I mean, now that you're getting more into CrossFit now, you could join as well.
I could join. It's just I don't
at
live
6
close
in the
to
morning.
it. I live too far away. But the one thing you and I don't have in common is you don't like sports. We like music. We love music. We talk about live music, different types of point of views. You're the one behind the scenes actually working these venues, but I'm the one enjoying it from the stands. But again, we could talk about it. But the sports, you just don't get into, which is a bummer.
I feel like it's like I enjoy sports. Like it's like I would go and watch a game and I wouldn't be like, "Ooh, get me out of here. This is boring." Like I think sports is entertaining. I think though to truly like be a sports person, you have to invest time in learning not just the sports, but like the players and the people and the behind the scenes of everything that goes on. And I just don't have time for that.
You don't have time for that?
I don't have time for that. Like I would never I don't ever think oh man, there's a game on, I should go watch it. Like I would watch it if somebody was watching it and I was around them, but I just in my mind I'm like it's not a thing.
That's fine. Listen, you don't have to explain it. I get it. You got a lot on your plate. You're a dad, you're a husband, you're basically like a CEO. Like you're just killing it these days.
Star Wars
fanatic. You're building all sorts of shit. So we just did our fantasy football draft last night, and it's the same group of guys that we've played with for probably like 8 years now. My team name is, let me spell out the team name, and I want you to say it. BOB, LOB, LAW.
Bob Lob Lau.
Blah blah blah.
Okay.
It's from Arrested Development. It's the lawyer. Scott Baio played the lawyer named Bob Blah Blah, and he had a blog called Bob Blah Blah's Law Blog. It was so good. So I was the 2018 fantasy football champion, and ever since then I've gotten so close to getting that belt back. They actually give you a belt with your name engraved on it, the team name, and I fought so hard to get that back. But unfortunately,
Do you have the same group that you do?
same group of guys.
For how long have you been doing it?
About 8 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, and good group of guys. So we do the
Do
in-person.
you go
draft.
like full on like the league, like
Yes.
like the show,
Yes.
like that, like where you guys are that intense about it, and whoever holds the belt is like the god of everybody.
they have bragging rights all season long,
Okay.
and like you can't touch the belt if you're not the winner of the belt, and like I it's bad luck, and the loser has to usually wear like a chain that says like I'm a big loser, and then they have to pay for next year's fantasy draft. So like we went to Barcode Burgers yesterday, which was surprisingly really good. I've never been there. Their wings are probably one of the best wings I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, I think I saw you post that, and I was like, "Where is this?"
Yeah, Barcode.
Little in the hood.
It was little east of the strip,
Yeah.
little more east than I'm comfortable with, but we made it, and the place was great. Like I said, probably the best wings I've ever had in
Really?
Las Vegas. It was like the dry rub, lemon pepper and ranch mix or something like that.
Okay. That's my favorite kind. Like, not that Buffalo Wild Wings is a great place, but like they have the lemon pepper wings, and those are like the best ones. I know I just ruined wings. For
You might as well go to
conversation.
McDonald's, get some chicken nuggets, toss those in dry rub with ranch and lemon pepper, and call it a day. My God.
I'm just saying, the flavor is a good flavor.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Listen, nothing wrong with B-dubs.
It's that or Hooters if you're looking at the wing chain.
Hooters, R.I.P., man.
Yeah, I know.
It's too bad. But so
they were not made for this generation.
no, they weren't.
Twin Peaks is next.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do we have a Twin Peaks here in Vegas?
yeah, there's one. I think there's two. There's
Really?
one off of Eastern,
Okay.
and then there's one in. Isn't there one in the Link?
There may be.
I think there's one in the Link.
It's been a while since
Yeah.
I've been there. But yeah, Twin Peaks, Hooters, man, those were the days. Delightfully tacky yet unrefined. My grandfather used to take me
Get those
there.
autographs.
The autographs. The girls would come over, sign their name on the table. Hey, I'm Barbara. I'm Stella. Whatever. And they just come around. Can I get you anything? Do you need anything? It was God. Those were the days, man.
I will say probably some of the most loyal customers are probably Hooters fans. I remember when I worked at one of my businesses in Dallas for a while. There was a Hooters very close by. And I would go there just because there was nowhere else in the area to like eat. So I'd be like, oh, I'll just go and grab something there. It was the same people every day. Every day. I mean, I guess I was kind of that person because I kept doing that also. But like you could tell like how they spoke to the girls. And they were like the guys that were like, I'm going to tip you $100 and we'll see what happens.
You know somebody's telling that story from their point of view, and you're definitely one of them that they're including.
No, because I'm like the in and out guy. I'm in, I order my food and I go. It's like this guy's like sipping on a beer for 3 hours.
And the waitress is asking, how's
waiting
the kids?
for his wife to call. Like
Yeah. Unfortunately, those days are long gone, but the good old days. So, blah, blah, blah for the fantasy draft. And then, of course, my cousins and I, we joined the Circa Million contest, which is strictly for NFL football. And for the entire season, each week you pick 5 spreads. And, Patriots winning by 5.5, or the Eagles losing by less than 5 or winning. And you make these picks each week. And at the end of the tournament, at the end of the season, the winner gets like $1 million, and second place gets compensation.
how much is it to buy in?
$1,000 to buy in.
Wow.
And so now
You go in with a group.
You go in with a group unless you're a D-gen gambler.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess at what place do you get your $1,000 back?
I don't know that. I know that back in our first year of doing this, we were as high as 4th place by Thanksgiving. And there are thousands.
You're like, I'm about to quit my job.
Exactly. This is going to be the greatest thing ever. We were killing it. And I remember it was Thanksgiving, and I was at Yard House with my dad. And I didn't want to bring it up to my dad because my dad, love him to death, we call him Jinxie. Because whenever he's like, oh, that's for sure going to happen, the opposite happens. It's like a Bronx Tale where mush comes out. I don't know if do you see the Bronx Tale?
Years.
There's an old guy named Mush who they're at a horse race, and all the mobsters have picked this horse, and the horse that is leading the race is winning. Everybody's happy, everybody's cheering, and then Mush, this old Italian guy, comes walking down the stairs saying, "Come on, horse, come on!" It's the same horse that he's cheering for too, and all the mobsters are tearing up their tickets because they know, even though he's in the lead, that Mush mushed him, and that's exactly what my dad is. So I told my dad what happened and showed him that we were in 4th place, and ever since then, we've just never even come close. It was a downward spiral after that.
Is there anything with your dad to like break the curse?
We tried. We tried a few things. If I have a bet placed and the game's on, I won't tell my dad what I bet, because I know that if I do, I'll lose. It's like clockwork, I do. And even if I try to tell him the opposite bet usually wins.
Maybe you just need a bet with what he bets.
I can't do that. I can't do that. It goes against everything I believe in. I do the research. I follow my heart. I follow my brain. And if I just bet what he bets, then what am I doing?
I hate to say this.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
It clearly hasn't been working.
Don't you dare bring me down like that. But yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, our team name in the Circa Million contest is the Uncrustables. Of course, from the famous snack Uncrustable.
Are you a strawberry or a grape?
I'm a honey guy.
Really?
They have honey peanut butter now, which is...
Don't they have like a Nutella one too?
Yes. Yeah, they have all sorts of flavors now. It's funny. We spend all off season trying to figure out what our team name is going to be. And we'll usually be like a Seinfeld reference or a Curb Your Enthusiasm reference, and that's our team name. And we couldn't figure out a team name. And then a picture my cousin sent in our group chat was him driving in a car, and in the background is an Uncrustable wrapper. And that was it. That's all it took. It's just, oh, we're the Uncrustables now. And so for the season, we're going to be called the Uncrustables.
Nice. And can people look to see where
You can
you're at
see-
in the stats?
Yes, you can see each week.
So all of the listeners,
All the listeners
followers,
can check.
Please keep an eye out for the Uncrustables.
Exactly. Keep an eye out for the soon-to-be champions, Uncrustables. Now, I do want to preface, I don't have any stake in this. Like, I'm the proxy. The reason they included
'cause
me
you
in
live
this
in Vegas,
is
and you
because
get to put the bet in.
is because you have to be in Nevada to place the bets on your phone. So they're the ones that put money into it, and I'm the one that places the bet. But it's fun. We have a
And
good
you get a
time.
finder's fee.
And I get a finder's fee. One year we won, we got in the money, and I think it was a couple $100, maybe $200-$300, and I went into the sports book, collected the check, and there was a guy there from a local blog, and I remember this vividly. He's like, "Oh, were in this contest?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely was." And he's like, "Did you win?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did. I like won, $200." He's like, "Do you mind if I take a photo?" So they handed me a check. It was one of those small personal checks that you get in the checkbook, and it's just me holding a $200.
But you held it like it's like,
But I held
like
it-
you won
Yes.
the big one.
Like I won, the $1 million prize there. Yeah, it was like Michael Scott. Did you watch The Office?
Mm-hmm.
It was like Michael Scott having that big check that he awarded to the stripper nurse when they did the fun run. I think it was for rabies.
Yeah.
Or the cure for
Yep.
rabies. that was
because
me.
Meredith got rabies from the bat.
Because Michael hit her with the car. So she was in the hospital. It was so good. Oh my God, good times. Well, Brian, this was fun. Thank you so much for everybody for listening. New episodes every week on heybighead.com. Brian, you want to say anything to our listeners before we head out? You got about 17 seconds left.
Bye, Heather.
Yeah, by the way, there's a reason why Heather hasn't been on the show anymore.
Hold on. Stop the
music.
exit.
Stop the music. The reason Heather hasn't been on the show anymore is because she told me, she wouldn't tell me which friend told her this, but she said that the friend said, "Wow, you really sucked the life out of Andrew. He's looking old." And ever since she said that, I've been in my own head of, oh shit, do I look old now on camera? Is she sucking the life out of me? So
you put me on camera, which
Yes.
is older than you.
yes, that's right.
Gotcha.
That's right.
Thanks.
So
Appreciate that.
I mean, I banned her. I banned Heather from the show until I can get my youthful look back. She's gone. So Heather, we love you, but you gone.
And you've been replaced.
You've been replaced by Brian. Like I said, new episodes every week. HeyBigHead.com. What else we got? We got next week we're gonna have Michael Richter on. He's got a show coming up. It's gonna be really good. So we're gonna
Flashback. That was he was our
He was our
first return.
first musician. That's right. Yeah. So we'll have him on and we'll talk about it. See you.